Good morning. Good morning. Hey. Hey, y'all. Okay, perfect. Hey. Hey, y'all. Happy Friday. Let's see. Hey, what's up? Hey, Ruth. Hey, Carmelita. Hey, Janine. Hey, Boo. Hey, beautiful baby. Hey, Patrice. Yes, it's a fantabulous Friday. Absolutely. Hey, Cyber Empress. Hey, Bull Carver. Hey. Hey, Stamp. Hey, Jungle. Thank you. All right, let's get into this read. Welcome back to my channel. This is Adana, also known as the Afro Z. And today I'm reading for the beautiful, handsome collective. Hi, collective. Flowers, flowers, flowers. Okay. Flowers, flowers, flowers. Flowers, flowers, flowers. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell. To book a private reading with me or to shop in my store. All that information is in the description box below. Um, don't forget to grab a copy of this book here. It is called Wisdom Beyond Wounds. It is readily available for purchase on Amazon. Okay, this book was created by me, for me, and also the collective here that have went through lots of extreme experiences surrounding narcissistic abuse. Okay, so this is really a shadow book that helps to break down and to delve into the many aspects surrounding narcissism here. It's a great book to obtain, and also when you get the book, make sure you do the work, because it's an actual, like, a workbook here. Okay, it's going to help you to dive deeper into things maybe you're not even aware that have existed here. Okay, I'm very, very, very proud of this book that I have created here, and I'm very, very grateful for you guys for your support. Okay, also, the podcast, the entries or submissions to be on the podcast is temporarily closed at this time. All right, so just give me some time, and again, to be able to sift through, because I do have a lot of entries. Just give me some time to sift through the entries, and if it's a good fit, then you will receive an email with the next steps. Okay, so again, thank you so much for your immense support. And also, if you would like to book a private reading with me or personal one-on-one, you can go to my website as well. That's all over, plastered all over my social media channels here. All right, so channel message here is: it's dark and hell is hot. Now, the reason why I name it this title here is because when I was in my meditative state, I actually saw DMX. I saw the actual cover. I don't know if you guys are big DMX fans, but I am. And the picture, it really was depicted of him being like some kind of like a hell space or spot, right? But I'm going to look at that from more so a mental point of view or psychological point of view here. So this individual feels like that they should not have to go down by themselves, but it seems like people are putting them in a position where they have to go down by themselves. So you have a lot of haters, okay, but there's one specific person that was like the ringleader of the hate group or hate train here. And this is who I'm speaking about. So this is going to vary amongst you guys here. Please keep in mind that this is a collective read. Not everything that I'm going to mention to you is going to resonate. Take what resonates and leave the rest, okay? But with that being said here, yeah, so I just saw a person in a fetal position, and they were trying to get out of this, they were trying to get out of the situation. They feel very encapsulated in the harmful things that they have done towards themselves and other people here. They don't know how to get out of the situation, but to actually come forward and to speak up or to tell the truth. Now, the reason why they feel so scared or they feel very stagnant in regards to speaking the truth here is because they're not ready for the backlash. The group of individuals are aware in regards to what took place here, because it kind of feels like the group of individuals that were a part of this set the ringleader up to more so take the fall. But the ringleader wasn't so smart or intelligent to realize that. So they continue to do their foolish things here. They have a Napoleon complex, okay? They do, just like a short person. Well, not everybody. Let me take that back. 'Cause I don't mean for every short person, I promise, okay? But this particular person here has a really Napoleon complex. They have like they have a complex here, and they think that when they come through, that everybody's supposed to bow down to them. They feel like when they are pulling up on the scene in the kind of way here that people are supposed to kind of like, oh my God, it's such and such, and wow, what can we do for you? That kind of way. But people are looking at this person as a plum fool here, and they're not receiving the same type of, we'll say, love. It was more so like a toxic love that they were receiving beforehand here. So they're really, really, really have been in their thoughts here, and their thoughts feels very hellish to them. They have a lot of dark thoughts. They've been trying to suppress their thoughts, but every time they try to suppress it, it just keeps floating back up. This is why I tell the collective, you guys, all the time, that when you do have bad thoughts or anything that comes across that made like a trauma or some form of experience that you may have experienced here, is really important, or is very ideal to ensure that you are allowing yourself to feel those emotions, to sit through what has happened, so that way you'll be able to get through this situation here, or the experience here. You're able to do that because that's where God, source, Jesus, universe, Buddha, Krishna, however y'all do y'all thing, that's where that energy, the bigger energy, kind of comes in to help guide you to get through the darkness. That's where the light comes in. So you have the light, you turn on the light, and you're able to be guided through the darkness here. They're not able to do that because they refuse to acknowledge the light within them. They don't have the light within them because their light has been extinguished from their experience here. So since they don't have any light, and they saw that you had the light, this is where they try to come in to try to connect to you here so you can fix them. But you're not here to fix anyone unless you're a doctor, unless you're a surgeon, unless you're a nurse, unless you're some form of a medical profession and you're getting paid, to assist others here. That is not your job to heal these type of individuals in this nature here. So with that being said here, this is why they feel it's dark and hell is hot, but more so from a mental standpoint here. They're having a mental anguish or a mental breakdown here because they don't know how to get out of the hell that they created in their mind. And again, they can't sit with the thoughts in their mind. It makes them very angry. It makes them very scared. It makes them very paranoid. It makes them very elusive as well. It makes them do a lot of things that they don't want to do. They want to tell the truth, but they don't know how to speak the truth, because these type of individuals really, really, really thrive on external validation, okay? And the more they keep thriving on wanting to be accepted through external validation is the reason why they're still in this said dark and hell is hot surrounding their mindset here. So I'm going to use my psychological cards, all right, that I love here. And we just want to break this down further here. But the jury is in. You are the jury. You're judging them. And hey, you have every right to judge them here because they place themselves in a position to be judged. And the reason why I say that here is because of the decisions or the consequences to the action that they decided to take is the reason why they are being judged in such a harsh way here. So yes, you are the jury. You're the judge and you're also the jury here. You are the one, or for whoever resonates here, you're the one that can actually call judgment on this person because this person has tried to inflict some form of something towards you: harsh wound, mental wound, financial wound, mental wound, emotional wound, even physical wound as well too. So they has now placed you in a position to where you can call judgment on them, and they're not liking that. They're trying to flip the script or reverse it here to where they can call judgment on you. And as I mentioned before, they can if they want. But as I mentioned before, yet again, if your heart is light as a feather, you don't have anything to worry about. And that's what they're worried about. They're worried that they are aware that your heart is light as a feather. They are aware that other people are aware that your heart is light as a feather here, and there's nothing else they can do. So they have to sit in this hell, this darkness of this hell that they've created here. Hey, thank you. Yeah, so all eyes on them. They're the star of the show. They're the star of their own show here, and that's what they wanted. I mean, they fought tooth and nail to be in the center of attention. Yes, they did. They didn't say what kind of attention that they wanted, But it doesn't matter anymore because they are the one that fought for what they wanted here, and they fought for things that they thought they would be able to handle, and they're not able to handle what they placed out in the world. It is what it is here. So all of the fingers are being pointed towards that person here. This is also the color red. So I'm going to look at it from this perspective surrounding the chakra here, the root chakra underneath your feet. That's where the foundation, that's where you feel stabilized for, for the for you, for self, that way. They don't feel stable. They don't feel like there's any type of a concrete foundation that they can build off of, because the foundation that they have built before was very faulty here. There were a lot of cracks in between. And I feel like there were a lot of cracks in between because they were taking we'll say other people's pieces of their foundation to create their own. So it's like a puzzle piece in that kind of way. Okay. Stop asking me stupid questions. You see me talking, you see the title. Stop asking dumb questions, okay? Listen first before you ask stupid questions, okay? That's one of my pet peeves. What am I talking about? What do you think I'm talking about? I posted it, like, get out of here. Anywho, let me focus, okay? I'm a little snippy today because I just can't deal with just unintelligent individuals. Ain't no way you that damn unintelligent early in this goddamn morning. Move away, boo. Move around. Anywho, let's focus here, child. Okay? Just stay out my damn comments with stupid shit. Okay? So, we have this here. All right? All right, so I'm hearing, why is this happening to me? Why is this happening to me? How can I get out the situation? I don't want to speak the truth, but I know I have to speak the truth. And this is for the karmic, or this is how they're perceiving the whole scenario here. They want to escape this nightmare, but they can't tell the truth. That's where they're stuck. That's exactly where they're stuck. They're pinned between the truth and the lie. Someone's also embarrassed, or this person may be very embarrassed surrounding their teeth as well, too. Most of their teeth have fell out. I saw them in my meditative state early this morning. I saw a big coffin box. I'm going to be honest. I saw someone laid in a coffin. They were in a black suit. They didn't have any teeth, or most of their teeth were gone. And as I was sitting there, I had on a burgundy hoodie, and I was sitting in the audience. And everyone was there, I guess, paying their respects or whatever. And me and my spirit was amongst the crowd watching this person in this coffin box here. And just out of nowhere, like out of the blue, they just kind of like had like a reflex. So they kind of like stood up in the coffin, they coughed, and then they went back down. And I just looked at it. Everybody gasped and looked around like, oh my God, what's going on? But again, that was in my meditative state. And I was like, oh, okay, for me, that represents, from my point of view here, that it's like they think that they have another opportunity to kind of pop up, or kind of like see if they can get out of this dead type of state or perspective in this way. So they're laying in the box, and they had this one last opportunity to kind of jump up and kind of cough again, to kind of see if they can regain their breath, regain their strength, or be able to kind of like continue living this dead life in that kind of way. So it's like one last jolt, or one last opportunity to fix the situation, and they weren't able to. So the moment that they were gasping for the air and they stood up, they went right back down, and then the box, or the coffin box, closed. And then everybody was just like really shocked in regards to just how the whole situation just, it ended up here. I feel people are more really upset and angry that it happened in this way here, because their livelihood were also affected by this here. So we do have this woman here, but you can't see her face, and you also can't see her body. You only can see her legs or her arms here. Okay, you can't even see her emotional output in regards to how she's feeling here, and that's fine. So that tells me here that there's a person that's covering up their face, or they're embarrassed by the things or the decisions that they have made here. And the only thing that you can see, despite you're not able to see this person's face, you can still see their body language. And looking at this person's body language here, it doesn't really give the best. It gives very crossed, or it gives very unsure, or it may give like they want to be alone. Don't talk to me. Stay away from me. If that makes sense, because they're trying to figure out how they can fix the situation here, and they know what to do, but they don't want to do it, or they can't do it. That's the difference. Somebody's eating pineapples, or you love pineapples. Or you could be making like a pineapple medley or a pineapple upside down cake. Something with pineapples. I just see lots of pineapples here. Or you could be from Hawaii, or maybe you are a pineapple distributor. Or okay, or maybe you're a farmer, you farm pineapples. But I just see lots and lots of pineapples here. Maybe you're growing your own, okay? I'm also seeing pink pineapples and golden pineapples. So someone really loves pineapples, okay? Now, they feel that since they're by themselves, they feel like the best thing now to do is to add other people in, so that way they don't go down by themselves. But the people that were actually involved surrounding this ringleader here are going to push everything onto them. So it's going to be like a big tug and pull. Well, you said this and you said this, and why you said this? You told us to do this, you told us to do that. But I truly feel like everything is going to fall on this ringleader here, and this ringleader is going to try everything possible to kind of like delegate the karma amongst the group of people that sign up for this. Now, the reason why the originator or the ringleader is doing this here is because initially they thought that if they were to delegate the task for them to come towards you, to do foolish things towards you here, that their hands would stay clean. But as I mentioned before, everything has some form of evidence, or there's always some form of fingerprints or your evidence that's going to go back, or you will be able to trace it back to the origin of things here. So when people think that they can get away, or they think that that things will never be discovered here, there's always some form of evidence that's always going to pop up. This is why most of these individuals that do things this nature here become very sloppy. They become very sloppy when they start to delegate these type of tasks towards others here. And when I say it in that way, not everyone is going to be on the same accord, even though, or maybe initially they may be on the same accord, but eventually when things keep, they keep trying to do the same thing over and over and over, the people within the group setting here is going to get tired. They're going to get lethargic. They may get very upset because they're not able to beat you or to break you down. If that makes sense. So because they're not able to do those things here, they're going back towards the leader. It's like, well, you told us to do these things, and you told us to say these things, and nothing that you're telling us to do towards the collective is working here. So what else is there to do? So you're basically giving them a run for their money. You're burning them out here by just being you, being in your authentic self here, and they're not able to kind of shake or rattle that here. So it puts the arrows or the daggers back onto the originator here, because it makes them look like the leader that they're not. They weren't a leader, of course. They guided these peoples into a life of destruction, and everyone that has been a part of this is now feeling this here. Some of them, the group of people that did this towards you, are now feeling that they should come and apologize towards you. Y'all going to take that how that resonates for you. Some of y'all are going to accept it. Most of y'all are not. So again, take that how that resonates, okay? But they feel like that if they can get out this karma here, that they would never do anything like this again. Because to be honest, they never believed that karma worked or existed here, because they've been doing this for such a long time, for many years upon years upon years here. So, yeah, so with that being said, everybody's trying to figure out how to get on your good side. They were on your good side when everything was copacetic. They're the one that changed the dynamic of the situation. So there's no more good side. It's just what it is. They're on negative side of things. Or I'll put it this way: your team, however that resonates, your spirit team is not going for that. You may want to bury the hatchet. Some of you may want to. Most y'all don't want to. But for the ones that want to bury the hatchet here, that your spirit team is not going for that. So they're going to have to say hello to the team. What's that guy said? Say hello to my little friend, the Cuban guy. What is his name? Tony Montana. Say hello to my little friend. By the way, I love Cuban accents. I'm not making fun of it. I promise, okay? I'm not, I promise. But yeah. And your friends or your little friends or your spirit team, your spirit guides, your ancestors, spirit universe, Jesus, God, etc., etc. That's your team, okay? Your team said, okay, what's up? And pull up. So we have here, see, now they're trying to figure out how they can find the correct key to unlock the softness that you have locked, okay? Now, your softness is locked for people that treated you like ish, but I don't feel like you've completely like hidden the softness from other people. And if you did, I don't think you shouldn't. Hear me out here. Yes, you've experienced what you've experienced from a negative standpoint of things with these riffraffs and these individuals here. I get that. But don't shut out the world because of what you've experienced with those particular individuals there, because that's not fair to you and it's not fair to other people that you can actually potentially meet that can actually be a great person on your path, okay? That is something that I had to learn. I had to learn that I can't shut out the world because of what I've experienced. And once I was able to open up and look at it from that perspective here, I've actually met some really great people along my path, despite me going through my harsh experiences from the past here, okay? So with that being said here, they're trying to find the correct keys to the lock. It's like the lock of your heart and the lock of your mind. Like you don't care about this person. You don't want anything to do with this person here. Yep, you can get a read-in. You'll have to pay for it though. This is a collective read. I forgot to put my information down. 1 second, y'all. Yes, you can get a read, boo-boo, but you're going to have, this is what we consider a private read. But here you go. That's my website for you to book your read. All right. Anywho, so with that being said, yes, the trust states on TikTok, the world didn't steal from me. That's absolutely correct. 100% correct. The world didn't do it to you. Those small, few, little, minuscule individuals did whatever they did towards you, but the world did not. And yes, there are a lot of bad in the world, but there are also a lot of great in the world. And the more that you focus on self, the more that you implement love within self here, the more you're going to open up your paths to be able to see and to experience people that are on the same frequency as you, okay, or the vibration as you, okay. Now the reason why those individuals were successful to cross your paths, because, and I have to be honest here, we all collectively at one point in time were at a certain vibration that matched with theirs, okay? Yes, that's the truth. Or frequency, okay? And this is why they were able to do certain things towards you here without you being aware. And that's okay. All right. We learn from our mistakes. They were big mistakes, but you were able to learn from the mistakes. Okay. That's the most important thing out of the whole situation here. Okay. But now that you're able to move forward here, again, they're trying to pick your brain or pick the locks of your brain. They don't even have the correct key. They're using other people who they think know you, and no one know you because you have outgrown the old you. You were that butterfly, or you were that caterpillar at one point in time that was more so helpless in that kind of way. But the moment that you got into your cocoon and you were able to learn, it helped you to transform while you were in that cocoon. And I don't know how long it takes for a butterfly to turn into a cocoon, but we all know the ending of that transformation is that once that caterpillar has completely learned or become enriched within itself here, the after fact or the aftermath of it all is this big, beautiful butterfly. And then it comes in different colors. The wings are beautiful. It's a sight to see. You know what I mean? Like when you see a butterfly, sometimes you may stop in your tracks because you're just in awe of its beauty. Well, that's you. You're able to finally push through and crack through and break through the cocoon here that was kind of holding you back. I wouldn't even say holding you back. You were in your healing state or in your healing stage in the cocoon phase here. And once you got out of it, you are a sight to see. You are. That's what you are, collective. You are a beautiful or you're a handsome sight to see. And most people can't handle that because most people can't do what you do, which is to be you. Most people cannot be you. They'll try till the cows come home. They'll do whatever they can to disrupt who you are so they can step into your space to be who you are. And that will never, ever, ever work. It won't. I don't care how hard they try. I don't care how many times they try. It will never, ever, ever, ever work. So because it's not working here, yet again, they feel like that they can get out of the situation, but yet again, by trying to pick your brain or pick your heart, and they can't do it because they no longer have access to the heart or mind that they once did. And when you were around these individuals or connected to them at that point in time here, we'll just say the data of the data of your heart and the data of your mind. They thought it was very easy to decipher, or they thought it was easy to interject, or more so easy to break down in this way here, because you didn't, I'll say it this way, you didn't have the correct protection. We'll look at it from a computer standpoint. When you're online, when you're on, you know, on the internet, your computer helps guide you to make sure that you don't click on certain things like spams and phishing links, and you don't click on viruses and things of that nature. But the moment sometimes you may make a mistake, and you may click on a link and you weren't sure, you just want to click on it, you click on it, then a little virus comes in here. Well, now the computer is going to go into like a safe mode here to ensure it doesn't completely break down or destroy the RAM, meaning your heart and your mind. It's not going to break down all of the delicate contents within the computer. I'll look at you as a computer, if that makes sense. You're able to hold a lot of information. You're able to decipher a lot of information. That could be spun in many different ways here. But they just knew that you had something very, they thought that you had something very accessible to them. So that way they'll be able to kind of just take and just more so just steal from you in this way here. And it didn't work. You had your protections. Your protections more so helped you and also guide you to get out of the sticky situation here. Someone's name is Florence, or Flora or Florence. Someone's eating oranges or mandarin, or you may love citrus fruits. Someone's name is Paul, Paula, or Pauline. Pulaski. I'm also seeing the Pulaski Skyway. I know that's a bridge between, I believe, Jersey and New York. Pulaski Skyway here. Yeah, so now they're trying to study you. Hey, y'all. So now they're trying to study you as much as they can. And they can't study you. They think they can study you by reading you like a book. And you're not a book that could be easily read. You're not. You're encrypted with a lot of delicate information of self that most people cannot tamper with, or most people cannot decipher, or most people cannot break down. They can't understand your language of who you are. That makes sense? And everyone's language of themselves are going to be slightly different. So this is why there is a disconnect, because they're not able to understand where you're coming from, or they're not able to perceive where you're coming from here. So for them, it creates a syntax error in their mind and in their heart here, because they're not able to get past that password or that passcode. Used as a computer as well too. When you get on the computer, the first thing the computer may ask for is a password or a passcode. And if you don't have that password or passcode here, you're going to get blocked out. And sometimes you may only have certain amount of chances or opportunities to be able to figure out what that passcode is. And if that person has exhausted all of the options to try to get into the actual, the behind the computer or behind the password here, they're not going to be able to get past it. So you've updated your RAM, meaning of you, okay? You've updated you've updated your password of life. Only certain people have access to you. Only certain people have keys to you. That makes sense. Only certain people can connect with you here, and this is the way it should have been. But again, don't judge yourself because you didn't know. If you don't know something, you're not going to be able to change the situation of something that you're not aware of. So this is where I step in here to let you know, don't beat yourself up over something that you did not know about. You didn't know. You can't, okay, you didn't know. That is okay. I promise you. You know now, right? Okay, so now that you know now you can move forward here. And the encryption of who you are is safe. No one can break through it. No one can try to download a virus. And when I say download a virus in this way, meaning their negative projections or their harmful projections or their hateful projections. No one can do these things towards you anymore because you completely updated all of who you are. So it'll be harder for them to crack. If that makes sense, or harder for you to crack the code, or harder for them to crack the code in regards to you here. So his name is Roberta Ralston, 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 Ralston. I'm also hearing Utica Avenue, Utica, Utica. Someone may have a UTI, okay? Someone's name is Portia. I think it's called pixie sticks. Remember those little skinny sticks? And you will open the top and it's nothing but sugar. I believe it's called pixie sticks, but that's what I'm seeing. And sometimes when we were younger, when you rip the top off and you put it on your mouth, the paper would get really wet. So it'd be kind of hard for you to actually get the sugar or the candy out of the actual stick here. But that's what I'm seeing. I'm seeing pixie sticks, okay? I think that's what it's called. All right, so we have a letter here. So now they're trying to create some form of a letter or write a letter here to prove, you know, that they've changed and that they're sorry here. They need to take that letter and stick it up where the sun don't shine. It is what it is. It is what it is. This letter is just more so null and void, because why are they writing a letter towards the collective for it? To say what? To say you're sorry, child, please. What are they sorry about? Because I guarantee y'all, I'm telling y'all, if they never would have gotten caught, you would have never gotten an ounce of sorry from them. So let them keep their sorry and stick it up where the sun don't shine. And that's in a lot of places when it comes to them, because the sun don't shine at all where they live. There's no sunshine in their life. Ain't no sunshine till she's gone. Oh, man. So now they're on public display of humiliation and shame. And this woman is naked, so I can't really show that part. So what I'm going to do here, all right, I'm going to do it like this. But this woman is naked here. I can't show this because I don't want my channels dinged. But they're in their vulnerability where everyone can see. They're on like a public display of humiliation, and everyone's mouth is like, oh my God, what? Like they're so shocked by the turn of events here. This person is vulnerable and completely naked here, and they don't like that everyone can see every part or every aspect or every attribute to them that makes them very dark and evil. Public display of humiliation. What a life. What a life. I know we're not all born with a golden spoon in our mouth. I get that, because I wasn't as well too. But to be able to have life, which is a very priceless thing and a beautiful thing to have, and for these individuals to take their life and to completely desecrate it or destroy it in this way, tells you that they never cared about their life. And that's fine. That's on them. But don't you feel that way about your life? Don't. Love your life. Invigorate your life. Evolve your life. Heal your life. Do great things so that way you can live the best life of self. Because that's where life begins, with self, right? Not so? Life begins with self. And the moment that you're able to awaken and see that, because when you look in the mirror, that's what you're going to see. You're going to see you. And your, your imperfect perfection of you. Yep, we're all imperfect, but it's still perfected. And that's the most beautiful thing that you can see of self, is the imperfections of self. That's what makes you so unique and soldthebomb.com. And yet again, most people can't handle that. That's not a you issue. That's a them issue. It is what it is. Ain't got nothing to do with you. I haven't, you know what? Let me see. I haven't eaten in a long time. Alchemy, yep, is in reverse. They cannot alchemize, or they can't shift the way things are going for them right now. They're in a lot of grief, lots and lots of grief right now. They're a laughing stock of their community. They're a laughing stock of their city, town, state, country, whatever, child, however it resonates. But they are the epitome of the laughing stock here. And everybody just laughing at them and pointing at them. They can't live out loud. They were before. They were very boisterous in the way that they lived. And that's what got them caught up. The things that they never had, they showed it off. The monetary things that they received from other people, they showed it off. The cars, all the vanity things that they thought made them them. And yeah, to be honest, that's what made them them. Their vanity things, their cars and their houses and their money and the different types of women and men. That's what made them them. And that's okay. That's how they want to live life. That's okay. That's on them. But now they're not able to live out loud because those same individuals that were around them, once everything has gone, all the vanity things have completely vanished. No one is there to save them. No one. No one. They don't believe in God. They're calling upon God, but they don't believe in God, which is an oxymoron. It's very contradicting. It's a contradiction of things. They're using God in a negative way to harm people, which is very odd. But yet they're calling upon God, and then yet again, they don't believe in God. They are all over the place. They dilapidated. They distorted. They all over the place. They don't make sense. So how is that are they going to try to alchemize getting out the situation when they need that one thing to help them to alchemize and get them out this situation? They don't know how to do it. Come on, Spirit. Liberation is in reverse. Baby, listen, I don't feel sorry for anybody that's causing harm towards other people. I truly don't. I don't. Let them stay right there and dry rot in their foolishness. Let them stay right there with their nasty, negative, evil-minded self. Let them stay right there in their self-imposed imprisonment, because that's where they place themselves in. Yet again, it's dark and hell is hot. I love DMX. Love, love, love. I look at him as an uncle. There's, but when you listen to his lyrics here, I think a lot of people not only appreciated his craft and also related to him because he talked about the things that most people didn't want to talk about, which were the darker parts as to how he was living life. That's why most of his videos or his sounds or his songs, to me, from my perspective, may have come off as such, but it was still relatable. People were able to relate to the, his lifestyle and more so his upbringing in regards to what he introduced in his songs here. So I have a lot of respect for DMX. I love him, I do. But yet again, it's dark and hell is hot is a mental thing. Yeah, it's a mental thing here. And I mentioned to you guys before, psychological abuse is one of the most horrendous abuse that anyone can ever encounter or experience. And I don't wish that for anybody. I'm being so for real with you, because the moment that you become stuck in your mind is a moment where things start to collapse around you. Your mind is within you. It's not outside of you. It's within you. And they're trying to go outside of their mind, or they're trying to escape their mind to feel liberated. And that's where the issue is. You can't do that. I mean, you can try. You can try, but it's going to be very hard for you if you keep consistently trying to escape your mind. You can't escape it. It's a part of you, if that makes sense. So don't escape the parts of you that make you you. Accept it for what it is, despite if it's a good thing or a negative thing. But don't escape the darker parts of your mind and think, oh, I can't deal with that. I got to escape that. I can't do that. All you're doing is just keep pressing it down, suppressing it, regressing it. Now when it's time for you to when it finally comes back up, because all it's going to do is keep popping back up. It's like a buoy in the water, right? Let's say you on a boat. and you see this big behind buoy thing, right? And let's say you decide to just jump on the buoy. This is just an example, okay? You decide to jump on the buoy, and you thinking that you can sink the buoy. You cannot. It's buoyant. It has a buoyancy to it where every time you keep trying to push it down, it's just gonna pop right back up. That's their mind. That's how they're thinking right now. They're trying to push it down, but every time their emotions, which is the water, every time they get in their feelings and their emotions, that buoy pops right back up, and they try to push it back down, and it just keep popping right back up. They're drowning in their own emotions. They are. You can't go around hurting people maliciously and then think you're going to keep getting the pardon because you feel justifiable. When I say you, meaning the karmics here, they feel justifiable that they can hurt other people. That is not going to work. It's not. And clearly everyone is seeing that it's not working. They need to get it together. If they can't get it together, and 10 times out of 10, most of them can't get it together. Leave them right where they are. It is what it is. Don't allow nobody to come into your life to try to destroy what you got going on, and they mad at you because you finally got it together. You finally are able to get into a good space, a mental space, a physical space, an emotional space, you know what I mean? A psychological space, and they want to come in, they want to damage you or destroy what you built for self. No, not a flying fart of that. Not a flying fart of that at all. And I don't feel sorry. I don't. You don't feel sorry for none of them. I truly don't. I don't care. They should have watched where they stepped. Accusatory. So now they, it is the collector's fault. No, it's not. No, it's not. It's not your fault. It's not your fault that they refuse to take responsibility for the things that they have done. It's not your fault that they refuse to listen to the guidance that you are attempting to give to them. None of this is your fault, collective. Okay? It's not Pookie. Somebody's nickname could be Pookie. Or Boo Boo. Take it how it resonates, okay? I'm hearing the name Tashay or Tishay. Tashay or Tishay. Someone's name is Sabrina as well, okay? Or you could be watching Sabrina the Teenage Witch. Maybe that was your favorite show growing up. Yeah, look where flings got them. Intimidated. Yep, listen. Okay, they could be intimidated by their flings here because when they were with their flings, they were pillow talking about you. So with their flings here, I'm going to get me some crabs afterwards. Yeah, I worked hard there. I'm going to get me some crabs. I'm going to sit right outside. But anywho, so with that being said, flings and intimidation, I feel like that they're intimidated by these flings here because the flings have the answer in regards to their really nasty behavior that they were trying to hide behind the scenes here. But you were fully aware. So even though these so-called flings may have information to kind of carry, to bring towards you here, you already know what's what. So the news is old and stale, just like them. Old, crunchy, and stale, just like them. Old, crunchy and stale. They burnt out, y'all. Burnt out. Hey, Florida, what up, boo? Okay. That midnight oil finally burnt out, child. That midnight oil finally burnt out. And they trying to reignite their flame of self. But they don't know how to do it. Oh, well. That's on them. People gonna have to learn. Leave people alone. As I keep saying, you don't know who walks with who. See a person and leave them alone. Leave them right there. You don't like a person, that's fine. We don't care about that because there's many people I don't like, but I've never caused harm to them or never put them in in any type of harmful way. I just leave them alone. I just ignore them, block and go about my life. Not them. They don't like you. They have to cause harm towards you. No, absolutely not. You would not be you would not be a contestant for someone to harm you in many different ways. Absolutely not. But yet again, you deal with people that are very low vibrational and expecting for you to respect them. They want you to respect low vibrational acts or low vibrational foolishness here because they say so. Child, please. We have smoke and mirrors here, okay? So I'm a bite on this one. So what's your name? FKT something? What's your name on here, boo? On TikTok. FKTKTC says on TikTok, can I get my inheritance now? Why are y'all so worried about an inheritance? Have you ever stopped and thought or think for a second that maybe the inheritance is within yourself? And the more that you inherit, the greater parts within self is when the actual inheritance will come through. Stop thinking about things from a 3D level, okay? You're not having it's a spiritual fight. It's not spiritual fight. Everything starts spiritually, then it comes down mundanely. If you're not taking care of the warning signs that you are receiving and the confirmation that you are receiving from the 5D, the spiritual world, is going to manifest in the 3D world. So if you consistently keep saying, I need my inheritance, that tells me that you haven't inherited the good parts of you. That's what that tells me there. Everybody just keep worrying about this financial, physical thing. I get that, but you need to ensure that the spiritual aspect of self is connected to self first. This is how you're able to manifest money. They don't tell you this. They would never tell you this. It starts spiritually first. Yes, there is a thing called spiritual inheritance that most people are not even tapped into. Everybody or most people just seeing the 3D things. Well, I need my money now. You will never get your money if you don't take care of self first. The money is within self. The spiritual inheritance is within self. And if you can't understand that, then you're not ready to receive the money that is owed to you. Because that's to say you were to able to get the physical parts of the money, right? The physical fiat, the dollars, the yen, and all kind of things in this nature here. But you have no spiritual knowledge in regards to how to keep that inheritance. You're going to lose it. It's not a 3D fight. It's a spiritual fight. It's a 5D fight. Oh, I get it. We all need money. I promise you, I get it. I get it. I get it. It's a spiritual fight. Spiritual. And if you are consistently putting spiritual energy or energy into your spiritual bank, well, then your inheritance will come to you. If you learn to master self, you're going to master everything else around you. It's within you. It's not outside of you. It's within you. And the moment that you're able to master self, you ain't going to want for anything because you're connected to spirit. You're connected to source. You're allowing the messages to flow through you. Those messages are guiding you to your spiritual inheritance of self. That's where you unlock all of the greatness of self. Money won't be an issue then. That's all I'm saying. Homelessness is here. So the moment that most individuals keep trying to further and further and further regress away from self is the moment they become homeless, because most people in this world here think outside of themselves, not within themselves. That's why most of y'all are having a hard time with finances, because you ain't taking care of the spiritual part first. Take care of you first. All that's going to come. Yes, you need money to pay your bills and stuff. I get that. But you must take care of the home first. You live in your home of self, right? You must honor, respect, and take care of self first in order for all the other things that you want to manifest and to come into your life to come in your life. You come first. You come first. Come on, Spirit, talk to me. Checkmate. It's a checkmate. But me saying this, most people won't even understand or comprehend what I'm saying because they think the things that I'm saying don't make sense. And that's fine. That means you're not ready to step into the inheritance that's inherited within you. That's what they were trying to take from y'all. Even spit it in this way. That's what they were trying to take away from your spiritual inheritance. That's what they were trying to take away from you. And how were they trying to take that away from you? By making sure that you don't see yourself in the best way possible that you can see yourself. To make sure that they chip away and siphon away from individuals, or more so from you, so that way you can't be successful of self. If that makes sense? Look at the sun. The sun is also a form of an inheritance, right? Every time the sun shines, it inherits something. It's glow, it's bright, and it's warm. And because the sun is connected to self here and other thing else is connected to the sun, now we're able to benefit because the sun is doing what it's supposed to do, because it has inherited the abilities. If that makes sense, it has inherited the abilities to do its specific job here. And the specific job in regards to the sun is to shine. And anything or anyone that is around the sun is going to feel good. It's going to feel warmth. Some may even feel growth while you're in the sun. But the inheritance of you starts with you. It starts with you. Behavioral issues are here. Okay? Behavioral issues are here. Lawyering up. So because they can't beat you and they can't and rah ya, now they want to lawyer up. They can do whatever the hell they want. They want to lawyer up and they want to put on a big parade or circus show in the courts. Let them. They want to sue you for defamation of character. Let them. They can't sue you for defamation of character because you're not telling any lies. And for most of you guys, you probably didn't even say anything about this person, or maybe said names. You just said your story, and you have every right to speak up in regards to what you went through or what transpired when it came to you here. If that makes sense. So if they want to take you to court, let them take you to court. They're just going to look like a plum fool at the end. Everything that they're going to do is going to fail. You're not playing checkers with these individuals. Chess, logic, not emotions. Logic, chess. You cannot sit down in front of a chessboard and get emotional. I don't understand this. I don't want to play this anymore. Well, then you're not playing chess. You playing something else. And in this thing called life, you got to play chess, not checkers. Checkers is a quick thank you, wham, bam, boom, boom. 5-minute, 10-minute game. Chess is more strategic. And despite them, the narcissistic individuals attempting to be strategic, they're still not strategic because they're very emotional in their methods. They're very emotional in their projects, their tasks, or whatever the case may be. They don't know what they're doing. And they don't want you to know that, which is why they want you to follow their footsteps to demise, to destructions. Friends will carry you. Friends will carry you, but they will never bring you back. Let me repeat that. Friends will carry you to your demise. They'll he and ha with you and chuckle with you and yeah. They will carry you to your demise. And in the moment that you have arrived at the demise that they created for you, they're going to leave you right there. Friends will carry you, but they will never bring you back. And those same people who thought they had an alliance of friends with them, they carried them to their demise. And look what happened to them. They left them right there. That's why it's dark in hell. It's hot within their mind. And that's not your fault. It's is not. It's not your fault at all, okay? It is not. You a globetrotter, Miss Mf'er, okay? You are a globetrotter, however that resonates for you. You got things to do, okay? I'm ready to hand out the diplomas. What's up? Come on, you got your hat on, your graduation hat on, you valedictorian, your summa cum laude, come on. I'm ready to hand out these. Listen, collective class of 2025 of life is what I'm speaking about. You've graduated from one of the harshest experiences that you may have ever encountered or experienced in your life. Now it's time for you, because you did the work, you took the time, you studied and you studied and you studied and you researched all of the things that you have encountered in your life here, and you've passed the test. Does that make sense? Figuratively, metaphorically speaking, physically speaking, you've passed the test. Dur, 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 dur. And when they say, class of 2025, I now commence you. You have graduated, or whatever, however, you turn the tassel. Here go your tassel on this side, and you pull the tassel on the other side, period. Okay? So they have to take several seats, okay? That's all they got. They have to take several seats. Who the hell are they? They're the one that's lazy. They're watching you do the work. They're lurking, and they can do whatever they want. They can learn. They can jump. They can hop. They can skip. They can twerk. They can do whatever the hell they want. But while they doing what they doing, they still got to take a seat. Just so. Just so. Just so. Thank you, Kristen. Y'all can't tell me if you have graduated. That's one of the biggest accomplishments that you may feel for yourself. I don't care what graduation it is. It's still a receipt of you passing something, or you were able to pass the school of life. Yes, you passed the test. Scare tactics is in reverse. It ain't who they fooling. These are the same individuals that when they see a ghost or a spirit from their past here, they're afraid and they're running away from their spirit. They're running away from their own ashes of the past. They're afraid of their own spirit of the past. Now, please, what scare tactic can they push on to you when they're afraid of themselves? Make this make sense. Who is that? Who? Free seat. Okay, we got criminal record here. And it's starting to accrue with interest. The criminalistic things that they have done towards you is now starting to accrue with interest here. They have no one to blame but themselves. Oh, okay. Okay. Well, do what you gotta do. Ego is here. Their ego is bigger than their body. That's where they lived, and they lived in their ego. The moment you came through and you popped that, you popped that MF. There's no more ego. All you see, the ego, look at the ego as a big balloon, and inside the balloon is many different contents of things: jealousy, envy, rage, obsession, etc., right? And the moment that you're able to pop or see past that balloon here, you're finally able to see all the contents that was in this balloon at one time, this inflated balloon of the ego that they were in, and you pop it and everything fell on the floor. You're like, ew, that looks so gross. That looks so nasty. That's what the ego is. And when someone don't have control or is not in control of their ego, it's not a nice thing to look at, or it's not a nice thing to see or witness. It's icky. It's nasty. And most people have egos. Some have inflated or super egos. And when people see the contents of the ego that they carry within themselves, they can't handle it. Caught in the act. Yeah, you popped the ego. Now they got caught because you popped it. So now they are the class clown. Yes, they are. Buffoonery. Foolery and buffoonery. Growth mindset is in reverse. They're not growing anything. The only thing that was growing at one point in time, yet again, was the ego. That's what was growing. So once you popped it, you move forward. It's all okay. Now everybody can see the contents on the ground, including them. And they don't like what they're seeing of themselves. Oh well. Do better in life than karmic. You don't like yourself? Do better in life. Change your life around. You can't force anybody to change themselves. If they don't want to do it, that's fine. Leave them alone. Because the more you try to help people that are not ready to be helped or assisted, is the more that you gonna suffer. Collective. Let me repeat that. The more you try to extend an olive branch or extend a hand to individuals that are not ready to be helped or assisted to or with, the more you're going to struggle, the more you're going to suffer. Leave them alone. Go about your life. Leave them alone. Not everybody can be saved. If that was the case, we wouldn't be in this predicament or situation. And nobody can tell me that I'm harsh, because when they were doing harsh things towards you, everybody stood quiet. Not a peep. Quiet as a mouse. You can hear the pin drop on the floor when they were doing that foolish things towards you. No one had anything to say. Now we speaking up loudly and proudly with substantial evidence and proof of the truth that we speaking. Now we talking too much. Now we this, now we that. Child, please. Entanglement is here. They're full of shit. Big pile of watery elephant shit is what they're full of. Full of air and entanglements. Who wants to be around somebody like this? Yuck. They have no alliance because the alliance now realized that you were telling the truth. Now those same alliance want to come back towards you to align with you. Not a fart of that. Let them stay over there with them people. Don't come near. Don't come nowhere near towards the collective with your foolishness. Move around. Stay right over there. Oh wait, we need to get on the collective's good side. No, you don't. You need to stay far away from the collective, karmic. That's what you need to do. You have no good intentions. Cursing themselves. That's all they did was curse themselves. They tried to curse you, but when they tried to curse you, the words did not stick to you. It bounced right off of you and it went right back onto them. So the moment that they finally stood in the mirror, all the words that they have used to curse you is now on them. It inflated their ego, their nastiness of their ego inflated here. They end up cursing themselves. They did, not you. What's going on with these people? This is why most of them avoid you. Oh, I got caught. Oh, I gotta keep. Oh, wait, no, wait. Let me go back a little bit, like a little hobbit. Oh my God. Like a friggin' hobbit, child. We have Leech here. And what's this? Financially using you. This is all they wanted from you. That's it. That's all they wanted from you, was to leech off of you and to financially use you. Your finances can be in many different forms. Financially could be used emotionally. Yes, it can. Because if you are spending or wasting your emotions on someone here, they're leeching off of you. They want to get a reaction out of you. Mentally, in the form of financial, right? You could be mentally abundant as well too. Well, if they take that away from you or deprave you from being mentally sound or mentally abundant here, well, they can also financially in that kind of way abundantly use you in that way or leech off you in that way, etc., etc. physical as well too. I think I said emotional, psychological, and even spiritual too. If that makes sense. That's why I keep saying abundance comes in many forms. It's not just physical money. I get that. But you have to open up the view or the perspective as to how you see it fully, because the more options that you have, the more successful you will become. Well, okay, that didn't work for me. Well, let me go to plan B. Yeah, plan B ain't working for me even. Let me go to plan C. You got all these different plans. So all these different plans starts to open up for you because you are staying open. So if that makes sense, the more open you become of self, the more successful of self you'll become. You ain't got to worry about what the next person doing. Worry about you. That makes sense? That's why some people say that. You need to worry about yourself, but you are worried about yourself or soon to be worrying about yourself. Let me get from this deck here. Wow, where am I? I'm at 65. Okay. Time. I'm hearing Amsterdam. Maybe you could be from Amsterdam, or you're visiting Amsterdam. You could be from Turkey, the country of Turkey, or maybe you love Turkey, okay? I do have a question about turkey, the actual food turkey. How do y'all get y'all turkey so juicy? Because every time I make turkey, I ain't gonna hold you, it be dry as hell. So if y'all can help me out there, I really appreciate it. How do y'all make the turkey, the actual turkey meat, moist or juicy? For the life of me, I can't get that right. But if y'all feel comfortable telling me, let me know in the comments, please. I'm serious. Because, yeah, turkey's too damn dry for me. And I think it's maybe because yeah. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Brine it. Basting. Okay. Oh, injected. Okay. I never thought to do that. Okay, that makes sense. Okay, thank you. Because I'm cooking Thanksgiving dinner this year, but the turkey part, I'm like, no, let's eat ham or something. Thank you, though. We do have tampering here. They're trying to tamper with the goodness or the graciousness of you. It failed. They're trying to tamper or bully you or be very deceitful towards you. It failed. They're trying to tamper with your mind. Remember, this is where you store all of the beautiful information, the RAM of your mind, the data of your mind, the memory of your mind. And once someone is able to infiltrate your mind and start with the you can and you should and you'll never be and you'll never this and yeah, they start to break down the contents of your mind, which makes you more susceptible to have a breakdown, a physical breakdown, an emotional breakdown, a financial breakdown, etc., etc., etc. Okay. Don't allow nobody to do that to you at all. We have overindulgence. Wow, and the danger to themselves. Okay, they're a pseudo influencer too. So yeah, they are fake. Their influence that they have, there's no real influence. Somebody could be born in 1992 or 89 or 87 or 57. You could be 57 years old or 82. Okay? You were born in 97 as well. Or 1978. But the pseudo-influencer, I'm hearing take a pause. Pseudo-influencer. This is falseness, falsehood. Fake it till you make it. So yeah, they wanted to give off a impression that they were something that they weren't, and they overindulged in it. Okay, they overindulge in their falsehood or their falseness in regards to what makes them here, right? And it put them in a position where they became an endanger to themselves because they put all their time, effort, and energy into being false or to being fake. And when they kept pushing against the envelope of being fake, it finally broke, and people saw the fakeness in them that they did not want to see. Again, checkmate, spreading lies. They kept spreading lies, and they kept adding more lies on top of the lies that they have created. And eventually that avalanche of shit fell down for everyone to see, and it don't smell good at all. They can't stand the smell of their own shit. I'm hearing the song Sensational by Chris Brown. Sensational. What can I do for you? Keep listening to that song. We have a fake friend here. See that fox? So a fake friend thought that if they got close to you, that you would be, that they would hide underneath the truthness of you. That's what false people do, or liars do. They tend to flock around the truth to suppress the truth. Or they try to flock around the truth to hide the truth. Because if you're the only one out here that is speaking the truth surrounding your experience here, and all you are around are nothing but liars here, were they going to come closer to you to keep you quiet here? But no, divinely guided. You're divinely guided to do something else, or to do something very different here. So if they can't get close to you, they can't distort the message, which is your truth. If they can't penetrate your mind with lies, then they can't distort the message. That makes sense? Let me get this trash out of here. Makeda. Yeah, Makeda. So for you, boo, you get ready to have a whole heart attack and you don't even realize. But you keep up with that drinking and that smoking, boo. You're very young, too, to be having a heart attack, a massive one at that, too. Don't worry about my hair, boo. My hair look good. Worry about that heart attack that's impending for you to come. Makeda, M-A-K-E-D-A on TikTok, all right? Worry about that heart attack. That's an impending doom for you, boo. Again, you know what? Let me don't go there. But worry about that heart attack that you won't see coming. Keep doing that drinking and smoking and see where you will end up. Let's keep moving forward. Keep doing it. Anywho, child. Blocking finances here. I keep telling y'all, you cannot out heckle the heckler. I am the biggest heckler on my channel. I won't heckle people on their stuff. No, I won't do that. But the moment you come over here to my channel is the moment that you step into my lion's den, and I will bite your fucking head off. I'm being so for real with ya. So for real. Worry about that slimy, stinky, frothy front. You call a puss. Girl, don't make me cuss you on this Good Friday, yeah? Anyhow, we got fear-based, child, okay? And I promise you, that little nasty front fucker gonna say, oh, they put a spell on me. She cursed me. No, boo, you curse yourself with that black heart of yours. That deceitful, blighted heart of yours, Makeda. Go ahead. I use this deck. I'm gonna use this deck. Oh man. Oh, and you. Yeah, we got the devil and 10 of swords here. Okay, devil, Capricorn. 10 of swords, moon is Cancer. Dang, 9 of swords. Yeah, the mental anguish that they in. Get me out of here. No, forget yourself out of here, boo. A mother figure is crying because of a decision that they made for the family. That's one way. Or your ex's mother is crying because they done messed up their life. They messed up their family's bloodline. They can't pray themselves out of a wet paper bag. We have Ace of Cups in reverse. At all. Sucks to be them. We got the World in reverse. Injection in butter. Thank you, boo. All right, we have Four of Cups here, and then we have the King of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah, this not looking good. They're skeptical. They have a negative outlook on life. They're contemplating in regards to the corruption that they are a part of. There's a lawyer that's going down too. There's a corrupt lawyer that's a part of this. They're jumping ship. I mean, they could jump ship as much as they want, but they will be a part of this as well too, because specifically for the ones that did go to court here, the lawyer that was representing them, they were very slimy in nature. You'll hear about that as well too. All that's going to be put out in Front Street here. But the Four of Cups and King of Pentacles here, someone that loves to cook the books or likes to look the other way in regards to finances here. But this lawyer not only is going to be disbarred or their license is going to be taken away from here, they'll be made a fool. They'll be made a big fool. They're going to use that person as a like a poster child in that kind of way, but more so from a negative standpoint of it here. Because they're trying to use this lawyer here to see how they can get out of the situation. The lawyer uses their, we'll say, authority for negativity. Justice. See? See? Okay, justice here. All right, so I'm going to stop right there. All right, we have Leo. This say Capricorn. I did say Cancer. So Leo, Capricorn, or Cancer. Okay. We have Virgo here. I'll talk about judges maybe tomorrow or later today. I gotta go. I got a couple things to do. Scorpio. Okay. However it resonates. Virgo. Cancer. I'll make sure I wrote it down. So I'll tap into the judges and see, okay, for my next read, okay? Judges info. All right, so we have Sagittarius. Sagittarius. Libra. Capricorn. Aries. All right, so if that resonates, please like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell. Don't forget to go grab your copy of this book here. It's called Wisdom Beyond Wounds. You are so appreciated. I love y'all. I really do. I love y'all. I do. I truly do. I thank y'all for y'all support. It is truly appreciated. Y'all go out there and be freaking great. You owe that to yourself. You owe to yourself to be happy. You owe to be great in life. You owe yourself to grow in such beautiful ways or handsome ways. You owe it to yourself to be who you need to be. And that's truthfully who you are, the authenticity as to who you are. Okay, love you guys. Thank you so much. I'll see you on the next one. Thank you for the gift. See you later. See y'all later. Bye-bye. See y'all. Love y'all.